Welcome to the RUNcensored podcast with me, Ben Mounsey, and the one and only Gary House. Gary, great to be here, mate, isn't it? The trade is alive.
It is long time coming, I guess.
Yeah, we finally made it happen. I mean, I suppose we really should talk about how the podcast idea started, what we're going to do on the podcast, a little bit of an intro for ourselves as well. But yeah, I mean, Chamonix this year, that's really where we decided to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great week in Chamonix. First time I've been when it's been the new kind of newly branded and big Disneyland that it is.
The roadshow, the circus that it is.
Yeah. But having been there was good crack because we could have a drink after we'd finished work, and we'd already heard murmurs that people wanted a podcast with the two of us.
We're just giving the people what they want, aren't we?
That's it, mate. That's it. And we're going to set it up with just me and Ben chatting really about running and other things. And it all started, we were basically peer pressured into it by a couple of friends in Chamonix, weren't we?
4 pina coladas in, David Miller nudging us. But yeah, we're going to bring guests on. We're going to talk about topical things within the running world. I think what we're going to do also is bring in our running experience. I mean, we're not the youngest runners now, are we? We've been doing it a long time. You're a running coach. I'm a runner. Have been for many years, but hopefully people can learn from the things that I've not done very well and also take on board some of your coaching tips as well, because there'll be some things that we talk about that I think people will find of use as well as the just general chit chat and banter.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's missing maybe in the running world. It's we'll try not to make it too boring and stick to good experiences, I think.
I'm impressed with the location as well. I mean, you found this. We're in Sheffield. I have to ask you though, because I did tell you I was from Freshfield. Did you get them mixed up? Because it was 2 hours to get here. But it's a great place. I mean, we've got this church in the background, beautiful studio, above the tattoo studio downstairs. So I think at some point we'll probably get a team tattoo.
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends. It depends if we drink on the podcast, doesn't it? For that to happen. But yeah, great location. I actually as well brought everything from home. So Kirsty, my girlfriend, woke up this morning. Half the kitchen was missing. She phoned me thinking we'd been burgled, but I think we've done a great job, mate. In fact, I'm quite impressed with the decor. This plant is a bit representative of me. It's old, it's dishevelled. In fact, it's stuck. Is it fake? God, is it old, isn't it? I was going to water it. But it looks like it needs water. But yeah, what a great place. And I'm excited to kick it off. I think really as well, we need to probably introduce ourselves. I mean, you're a bit of a celebrity now on Instagram, but I'm aware that people probably won't know who I am.
Celebrity in the real world, mate.
I think maybe only on my street, in my house perhaps, or in my head. But yeah, I mean, I've been running a long time. I mean, just a regular guy, not a stick in the mud, like a pint. But I've got, I've done a few things. I mean, I've got a few records that I'm proud of, Gary. I mean, I don't want to boast or anything, but there's 3 that I sort of thought I would mention. One is I've got the biggest running shoe collection in the world. I mean, working at sports shoes, I have got access to all the shoes. I don't think anybody has got as many shoes as I've got. I mean, even with some shoe pairs. Well, this is the thing. So I've probably got, I reckon, 70 pairs, but I can't let them go. So once I've worn them, they go into another room. It's a shed actually outside, and it is a shoe graveyard. So once they're in that shoe graveyard, they just fester. It's a depressing place when you open that door. There's a lot of shoes that will never see the light of day again, but I don't know.
It's vintage, mate. Vintage.
That's the way.
All influencers do.
Yeah, maybe I should get onto that, to be honest. I'm buying a lot of stuff.
Well, you're not allowed to when you're...
Well, there's that as well, but I mean, I am on Vinted, but I'm obsessively buying stuff that I don't need. Okay. So I have got a Vinted addiction. That's another story. But yeah, these shoes, I can't let shoes go. Do you ever get like possessive about your shoes or?
Not really, no, but I do like using them right into the ground because like you say, like I've been running a long time and I still remember the first pair of specific running shoes, and it was like, just worn them into the ground. And then now, been lucky enough, obviously, both of us, I think, you get sent the odd pairs and stuff, but they still value every single pair. So if they get used, then a bit like you, they get downgraded into like the garden usually.
Yeah.
So I'm either mowing the lawn in a pair of S-Labs or something.
Yeah.
And
Alpha Fly.
or the dog walks or whatever. And then eventually I'll stick them on Vinted.
I won't mind. To get there eventually, don't they? I wouldn't mind knowing actually what other people do with all trainers. There's got to be some use to them. Maybe we've got a podcast idea there at some point, or maybe if you're watching this podcast, you can let us know what you do with your old shoes, how to repurpose them. I would like to know, because I've got, as I said, about 75 pairs at home, many of which are in this shoe graveyard and need a second life. The other records that I've got that I'm really proud of, I actually didn't realise I had it, but it's a definite as well. I don't even need to go to Guinness to confirm this world record, but I actually own the most bags for life in the world, I think. Yeah, I think it's in the world. I was going to say UK, definite, probably world, but every time I go to Aldi, I remember that I've not remembered the bag for life I bought the last time. So they just go into the same shoe graveyard, and I've got the collection of shoes, the collection of bag for life, and yeah, I've almost have 138 now at the last count.
You remember the green runners?
I'm not. They would hate me. I don't think they'd let me, purely based on the bag for life situation. Maybe I need to sell bag for life.
100 pairs of shoes, 100 bags.
I have got a favourite bag for life. I've brought it in with me. It's this one. I'm just going to show you so you can see on the camera. You'll have to watch the podcast and not just listen to this to see it. But the reason it's my favourite one, Gary, it's from B&M, and actually B, my initials. It's blue, favourite colour, and it brings me on to my third record. It holds the record amount of odd running socks. Now, I brought them in with me as well. I thought we could maybe try and put an appeal out to see where the other running socks have gone that are attached to the single running socks. Some of these, I've washed them, yeah. Some of these I loved as well. I have absolutely no idea where the other ones have gone. Did you ever get that?
Yeah, well, I've got a dog and 2 kids, mate. So, yeah, not a pair.
Kids eating them. Yeah, obviously. Dogs eating them as well, probably.
Yeah, it's more like I've got a couple of drawers. Like most runners, I've had to separate all my running stuff from actual like normal world stuff, and I've got probably 1 pair that I wear out and about, and then I've just got lots of odd socks thrown in the drawer. I'm not too fussy, to be honest, and then when I get a new pair, it's just not worth trying to keep them together.
I love a pair of socks though.
Yeah,
like,
they're underrated. What I never understand is when people, they'll spend £200 plus on a pair of trainers now, and then they'll scrimp on socks. They'll pay like £5 for a pair of socks and then moan about blisters and stuff.
I'm with you.
That's probably a separate podcast, but
socks, very important part.
Oh yeah, I love a good pair of socks. Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to know if anybody else can beat this collection. I mean, I'm not sure that's a world record I've got in there. I think there's 58 pairs in there. 138 bag for lives. That's obviously not getting broken, but maybe you could let us know if you've got more.
So records so far are
most shoes. 75, I guess I'd say. Yeah.
Bag for life.
138.
Socks.
58.
Underpants.
Yeah, quite
2.
a lot. Yeah,
2.
In fact, yeah, 2. Yeah, I know yours is 2. You probably turn yours inside out, don't you, just to get extra wear one.
I had to scramble today because I've got normal trousers on.
Speaking of socks as well, and I know this is an introduction to the podcast, but just to encourage a few more members, I have got a giveaway for people, a pair of normal socks, not worn by Killian, brand new. Actually, they'd be worth more if they were worn by Killian.
You could say that. You could say they were.
They are worn by Killian. Got these off his OnlyFans account, so you can win these socks. Also, this is a big prize. We talked about caps as well. Signed cap from Killian. Not even joking. That is legit. It's authentic. Did I tell you about the time I met Killian? I've met him a few times now. We're pretty tight. But he gave me that for the podcast. So there you go. You can win a cap. You can win a pair of socks, but you have to like and subscribe to our new YouTube channel and listen to our podcasts on a weekly basis.
When are we going to announce the winners?
I think on the next episode, or maybe we should give people a bit of time to. In fact, let's announce it on our Instagram. How's that sound?
We'll announce it on our Instagram. So check out what's it called?
RUNcensored.
RUNcensored Instagram. You'll find it by the time this comes out. We'll push it, won't we? Subscribe to YouTube, and we'll be giving those away.
RUNcensored, not to be confused with Runleashed. Unleashed, Boris Johnson's new book. I mean, we did think that there was a bit of a crossover there. We're not going to get Boris Johnson on unless he starts running. But yeah, that's the name. That's the intro. We're looking forward very much to entertaining you over these next few weeks, months, if it lasts that long, if we don't get cancelled. RUNcensored, check it out, guys.